Hey everyone, it's Lee Martin from SportsbookReview.com. I'm here to present you my top 5 NFL picks for Week 9. Last week I finished 3-2, so let's continue to keep that ball rolling. Now before I get into my breakdowns and picks for the week, go click that like and subscribe button so you always get notified regarding new content. Now let's check out what the books have for us this week. For my first pick of the week, I'm checking out Chicago and Tennessee. For this matchup, Tennessee is favored by 5 points at home via BetOnline. The way I see it, the Titans' main true weapon is in Derrick Henry. In Week 8 against the Bengals, Henry rushed 18 times for 112 yards and a touchdown. Yet they still lost against the Bengals, whose defense allows on average 400.9 yards per game. Coming into Week 9, the Bears are going to be a much tougher challenge for the Titans' offense due to constant pressure from their defense. Also, if you haven't noticed from the Bears' past few games, Nick Foles performs his best when under pressure and has to make last-minute plays. I personally don't think that's good for our nerves, but hey, if it gets the job done, then I'm okay with it. The Bears' offense also has David Montgomery, who has run the third most pass routes this season since Tariq Cohen tore his ACL. Yes, last week the Bears lost to the Saints in overtime, but the Titans will not be as big a competition as the Saints were. Chicago is 5-3 against the spread compared to the Titans 2-5 against the spread. I expect a lot of pressure against Tennessee in Week 9, resulting in a Bears win and cover. So I'm backing the Chicago Bears +5. Let's jump into my second pick of the week in the NFC North with the Detroit Lions at Minnesota. Minnesota is 2-5 in the season and are coming off of a very shocking win of 28-22 against the Packers in Week 8. Having Dalvin Cook back on offense was definitely a big game changer. In the team's win over the Packers, Cook rushed 30 times for 163 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also caught 2 out of 3 targets for 63 yards and another touchdown. Meanwhile, the Lions are 3-4 this season and are coming off of a horrible loss of 41-21 against the Colts. I believe you all could agree with me that the Lions have one of the worst run defenses in the league, so it is going to be a big challenge to stop Dalvin Cook. Detroit is a hot and cold team, meaning they have their good days and their bad days, and are just overall not as reliable to win a game. The Vikings are going to have another win this weekend, as they will take advantage of Dalvin Cook's run game, but the Lions will put up a good enough fight to cover the points. So I'm backing the Detroit Lions +4 at BetOnline. Let's move on to my third pick of the week with the Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Chargers. Currently at BetOnline, these two teams are at a pick'em. I'll start off by saying Derek Carr is a more consistent and reliable quarterback than Justin Herbert. The Chargers always tend to blow their lead in the second half. In Week 8 against the Broncos, the Chargers were leading in the first half by 11 points and gave up 28 in the second half. Last week on the road against Cleveland, the Raiders only allowed 6 points scored against them. The Raiders also seemingly play better on the road as they are 3-1 straight up. I'm expecting a close game, where the Chargers blow the lead again in the second half and the Raiders win by a field goal. I'm backing the Las Vegas Raiders at a pick'em. For my fourth pick of the week, I'm checking out the Dolphins in Arizona. Arizona is coming off of a bye week and is going to be more of a challenge than the Rams for Tua Tagovailoa. Tua has played his first couple games in Week 6 and 8, and both games resulted in a win. Miami is definitely an underrated team this season as their defense is playing very well. In their last 3 wins, the Dolphins have given up 17 or less points. Tua Tagovailoa has a quarterback rating of 80.3, and I see him improving more as he grows into the team. So I'm going to take the points in this matchup and back Miami +4.5 at BetOnline. Finally, my fifth pick of the week. This is a wonderful Sunday Night Football matchup between the Saints and the Buccaneers, aka Drew Brees versus Tom Brady. This is going to be a great game since this will be a rematch from Week 1. In Week 1, the Saints beat the Bucs 34-23. You could argue that Brady was still getting comfortable with his new team in Tampa, which I agree with. This past weekend in Week 8, it was a close call for the Bucs, but they managed to pull a win of 25-23 against a now 1-7 team in the Giants. The Saints defense has not been top tier this season. Their defense does just enough to win a game. In their last 3 games, the Saints have won, but they have all been within 3 points. I expect a more put together and even more competitive Tom Brady this time around. Tampa Bay may win this matchup this time, but New Orleans will cover the spread. So I'm backing the Saints +5.5 at BetOnline. Well, that's all I have for NFL Week 9. Be sure to check out SBR's NFL Hub page at sbrpicks.com/NFL, where you'll find more breakdowns and picks from all of SBR's NFL experts. Be sure to also give me a follow on Twitter at LeeMartinSports or write in the comments below if you want to have a chat about my picks. If you haven't already done so, then give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next week with my top 5 NFL picks for Week 10. Best of luck, everyone.